Hello and welcome. Um, in virtually any city you go to in Mexico, you'll find a store that has become a landmark of the urban landscape. A place where millions have bought their first television, their first refrigerator, their first motorcycle. We're talking about Grupo Elektra. But how did this company grow from a small radio manufacturer into a massive retail and financial conglomerate? Today, we will analyze the story, the business model, and the future of Grupo Elektra. We'll explore how, for decades, while other companies were looking at traditional markets, Elektra focused on a segment that almost everyone else had ignored. The story begins in 1950, but by the time other international brands had started to enter the country, Hugo Salinas Rocha had already founded a company dedicated to manufacturing radios. This was the seed. However, the real transformation began in the late 18s when Ricardo Salinas Priego took the control. He saw an opportunity that must have seemed radical at the time. He understood that millions of people needed access to durable goods, but lacked the means to pay for them upfront. By 2002, the company had already solidified its retail strategy, but the master stroke was yet to come in that year. Banco Azteca was launched, integrating financial service directly into their stores. Ricardo Salinas Pliego reportedly said that their goal was to serve the base of the pyramid and democratize access to credit. This vision was being actively pursued through their aggressive expansion. This strategy can have been an accident. It was a calculated plan to create a self-reinforcing ecosystem. So, how does this ecosystem work? Let's break down their business model. The value proposition yet powerful, providing access to goods and credit for a customer segment of excluded from traditional banking. Their main distribution channel is, of course, their vast network of physical stores, a key resource that is almost impossible to replicate. Their primary revenue stream isn't just retail sales, it's the interest generated from millions of small weekly loans. This model's success is driven by two key activities: a sophisticated credit risk analysis for clients with no formal credit history, and a famously disciplined debt collection system. The relationship with the customer is therefore long-term and transactional. This business model could have failed if not for its precise execution. This successful model, however, is not without its challenges. A SWOT analysis shows us where the company stands today. Their strengths are clear: their market penetration and brand recognition. However, a significant weakness is their public reputation, which has been criticized for its high interest rates. This might be their biggest liability. The opportunities are immense, especially in the digital world. The company could have invested more in its fintech brand earlier, but now they are pushing their in digital app. Bus is the name of the digital app. Bus. This is a space where they must compete against agile fintech startups, which represent a major threat. Another threat, of course, is a potential economic downturn. which could seriously affect their target customers to ability to pay the credits. This successful model, however, is not without its challenges. A SWOT analysis shows where the company stands today. Their strengths are clear: their market penetration and brand recognition. However, a significant weakness is the public reputation, which has been criticized for its high interest rates. This might be their biggest liability. The opportunities are immense, especially in the digital world. The company could have invested more in its fintech branch earlier, but now their company are pushing in their digital app. Buzz is their digital app. This is a space where they must compete against agile fintech startups, which represent a major threat. Another threat, of course, is a potential economic downturn, which could seriously affect their target customers' ability to pay. In conclusion, the story of Grupo Elektra is a masterclass in focusing on a niche market. Its successful was built on understanding the needs of a customer base that the rest of the market had overlooked. While the company was growing a retail footprint, it was simultaneously building a financial powerhouse. The synergy between its retail stores and Banco Azteca must be considered one of the most successful business integration in modern Mexican history. The company's future success, however, may depend on its ability to adapt. Can it translate its physical dominance into the digital world? Can it improve its reputation while remaining its probability? What we can be sure of is that Grupo Electra's journey, which has begun over 17 years ago, is far from over. It remains a case of study that business students and entrepreneurs must analyze for years to come.